Nostalgia sets in whenever Tennessee plays Kentucky. People talk about the snow of 1950 or 1930 or 1928. But this week, nostalgia really sets in because the members of Tennessee's national championship team of 1951 will be back, and Bob Davis, who's on the staff of the athletic department, was an All-American member of that 1951 team, and there'll probably be more All-Americans this weekend than there were back then when you guys get together.
Well, John, I'm sure that if you didn't make it then, you've made it in the time, that's gone by, because we've all gotten better.
A lot better, and a lot older, and a lot handsomer.
Well, yeah, I go along with that, and a bunch of them, speaking of Pierman, have gotten a lot heavier, too.
Bob Davis, that was an unusual team. Really, people think of a team coming from Tennessee, but that wasn't true. The players weren't from Tennessee.
John, they really weren't. We had two Tennesseans on the starting 22, the offense and defense, and we represented 13 states, starting in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, down to Florida. And with a heavy from Pennsylvania, we had 4 or 5 players from Pennsylvania, and really down to Florida. As I said, maybe the cars wouldn't run west; they just run north and south.
And couldn't go too far because, of course, it was recruiting by car. There were no planes, really.
Well, there wasn't much commercial air travel at the time.
All right, Bob. Now, thinking about the diversity of the people, your locations, where you came from. How did the team ever get together? Did it ever get together?
Well, it sure did, John. I think that we were a close-knit bunch. And, you do that by winning is one thing. You have fun when you're winning, and you're not much fun when you're losing. The other thing, there weren't many cars. The general didn't allow people to have cars. We lived over here right behind us in East Stadium. Not the sumptuous or luxurious living quarters that the athletes live in now. And again, it might have been survival. We're the survivors of a class of 120 freshmen, and about 13 or 14 of us stayed around here for 4 years.
So what happened to the ones who left?
Well, you often wonder. There's some guys named Hacksaw Mason. We have a player who's 7 or 8 years ago, Jack Reynolds. They call him, Howard Cosell calls him Hacksaw Reynolds for cutting up a Jeep with a hacksaw. Hacksaw Mason, we called him that because his teeth looked like hacksaw blades. So we had some, the guys you hear from him, I think he's an elementary school principal now, and I would take my child out of school if he was in his school district.
The stories, that's just one. There'll be a million this weekend when the members of Tennessee's national champions of 1951 meet in Knoxville. It's the Kentucky game.